Are you pretending not to know us?
He shakes his head and he looks confused. He's
Oh, he has legit forgotten us.
Hey, he's fucked.
confused and a little agitated.
Pip, you should get those goggles going, the one that make you see magic. You might be under some sort of, I don't know.
Are we able to see or tell if he's being compelled?
Make an Arcana check, or make an Arcana.
I'll assist with that.
Yeah, one of you make it with advantage, or two separate checks.
Was that? Sorry.
You just roll again. Gabriel's one of the same fucking thing. Nice.
Less.
You don't see any hints of magical compulsion. Like, he's not like fixated, like his eyes are not like locked in place. There's no glints of magic. He's still like acting, like he's still sweating like normal. He just generally seems confused and like he doesn't remember who you are.
Pip is gonna wait for him to turn his back, regardless of how long that takes. And when he does, Pip is gonna cast Minor Illusion only in the area that he's in, unless someone's like very close in proximity, and mimic the voice from the dream, telling Zaxxon that he can trust the group.
Okay.
Because at this point, Pip is under the assumption that whatever happened in that dream, especially with his willingness to be okay with following or sort of following through with, wanting to get, bigger and better wings, if you will, that he's going to be far more susceptible to falling into whatever trap may be laid, if there is one.
Okay. At this point, as you're kind of talking with Zaxxon, and he's acting strange and doesn't remember you, from down the street on one side, you see a individual pop out of a building, a spectral figure, though their face not as contorted as, the rest of the figures you've seen here. And they kind of step out, and they're about like 20 feet away, and you can see them kind of cover their mouth a little bit, seeing you. And they kind of hold a hand up and wave. And you guys kind of look past Zaxxon, who's kind of facing the other direction. And you see like an older dwarf, with longer, wavy hair, short, like heavy kind of stock, goatee. And they kind of wave. My lord, my lord. They're kind of just waving at you.
I'm gonna turn around if I hear it and, see if I recognize or just, if anything, I'd start moving toward it.
Yeah, same.
Saxon, you hear
There-
in your ear, you can trust them.
Just him.
Gather up all my stuff and start to follow behind.
Just to check, Pip, was you can trust them or you can trust the group?
Well, the implication
Was the group, right?
it was the group, yeah.
Okay, so you can trust the group, not them, because to avoid any confusion with the person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At the time, I didn't know this other person.
yeah. So it'd be the group, not them. Okay. All right. So yeah, you see this person, kind of this dwarf. They're kind of. Do you approach?
Mm-hmm.
You approach, and you notice you have come upon a tavern. A tavern on this main thoroughfare, a crossroads. Yeah, you've come up to this this tavern, and this dwarf, spectral dwarf floating, but more formed and animated in their face, kind of invites you in and waves you inside. My lord, it is a pleasure to see you. Well, it is an honor to have you here in my establishment.
We fucking camped in the middle of nowhere when there's a tavern right up the road.
Hey, you did that, homie.
It is.
Wait, but who are you?
My name is Zanellin Chandel. They kind of bow.
Zanellin Charnel, was it?
What'd you call me?
Zanal. I'll just paste.
Can you just type it out?
I'll type it.
Thank you.
Zanellin.
Write that down. Write that down. Oh, that's a gorgeous name. Love that.
Yeah, they're like an older dwarf. You can, through the blue translucent, you can see spots of grey, and they've got a goatee with longer wavy hair. They're kind of just floating there with like an apron on. But they kind of, once you're all inside, they kind of gently close the door. What brings you? What brings you here? I mean,
Well,
I can assume what brings you here, but is it time?
It's time for what?
You see a smile kind of cross. It's time for someone to finally sit the throne, my lord.
Gabriel was watching Zexun like a hawk.
Zexun is sort of lingering by the door, and when he asks, just very straight, no emotions. Yes.
So what exactly happens once someone takes the throne?
You don't know?
Well, I just would like to hear your interpretation of it.
Of course, my lord. I beg your forgiveness. Please, come take a seat. And kind of shuffles you over to the bar, where they kind of just float through the bar and go up to like these big kind of what do you call them, shells with very old drinks that are still left behind from whenever Kazath was sealed, but kind of what could I get you?
Does Zexun sit down?
Ooh. I think Zexun
Sick.
would be near, but he wouldn't be sitting. He'd be near the closest window, sort of looking out and, back and forth between the bar itself and the window.
Gabriel will walk right up to him and say, "My lord, you should probably entertain the barkeep." Like real sarcastic asshole.
Is this the part where?
Is this the part where we run away?
Pulverized.
And Enna's gonna she's gonna linger somewhere between the barkeep and the door, because really she just wants answers. She's not really interested in anything more than that.
Hip is gonna ask whether or not the group's in danger.
In danger? May I ask, which of you is gonna be the, who will be my lord?
But you didn't answer the question.
Danger?
You should sit down for this one, Zaxxon. If you don't mind, I'd love to hear your side of things.
As you are talking to him, he's going to turn away from the window, look back at the barkeep, and he'll shoot an eye to you to, recognize that he's heard what you're saying, Gabriel, and just one word. Me.
Gabriel uses thaumaturgy slightly and make his goggles glow red and looks directly at Anna and just tilts like a red light, like red flag.
She'll nod to him and acknowledge. That's a motherfucking problem. Okay.
She was the problem all along. That's what it is.
So,
I didn't say that in character. Don't, I'm sorry.
You see Alan at this point bows the head towards Zaxxon. Very well, my lord. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
So what exactly happens to the rest of us when he does?
Gabriel imitates the bow towards Zaxxon.
Well, once the worthy successor sits the throne, those like myself, and he kind of smiles wide. At this point, he's pouring everybody a tankard of this ale that is kind of it's corked, so it's a new bottle, but you gather that this might be 1,000-year-old alcohol. But it doesn't immediately smell rotten or vinegared or anything like that. So kind of pulls it out and makes enough for the five of you and kind of pushes it forward.
I know Greek mythology. I know what happens when you eat and drink of the realm of the dead, okay?
Chuck, don't drink that.
Oh, well, funny enough.
Damn it!
Before
Chuck's halfway
that
through
even,
it.
No. Surprisingly, if the glass got pushed toward Chuck before the guy could even get his hand off of it, Chuck's just gonna push it back toward him and leave a gold coin.
That's an audible gasp.
Oh my
Hip's gonna
God.
wave his arms around as if he was ignored and ask again.
Are we in danger?
Well, no, of course not. Like I was saying, my lord, those of us who will not be taking the throne and were left in this good city, when my lord over here, and he kind of points to Zaxxon, takes the throne, finally, the rest of us, and again that big smile crosses his face, will take a form worthy of the dominion of Kazath once more.
Pip would like to check whether or not they're lying.
Ooh.
They're going to make an insight check, which I think you can do with advantage because of your ring.
You have a ring of truth telling.
Oh, nice.
With a 21, I will I'll whisper to you. I'll message you.
I think, while this conversation is happening, or after he says that, Zaksun is going to take a step forward towards him, and you and the others will do as you are told.
Folks like me have been waiting here for many a year just to do that, my lord. The rest that are here, and he kind of points at the floating, twisted forms that are in less control of themselves than he. They'll do as they're told.
How come you're not like them?
I was here when the Lord before was here. I've been here for a long time.
Who was that?
He kind of glares at you a little bit, Gabriel, trying to read you through the mask. Some
Whisper,
call
whisper.
him the old Hoofenhorn, the Archfiend, the Raging Serpent, Lord of Nessus. Most just call him Asmodeus.
Okay.
So the last one to sit on the throne was Asmodeus himself. Sick.
We need to tie
Love
that
that
shit to the
for
fucking
us.
wall, bro.
Love that for us.
Okay, but if he
Fuck.
got there
Ooh, this is bad.
and he's fine, while
he's
Asmodeus,
not fine.
well, fine in the sense of like not sort of like twisted and like contorted like the others. What's the implication there?
Oh, Asmodeus is like the liar god? Do I know
No,
who
the bar-
Asmodeus
he's
is
talking
in
about,
character?
He's talking about the barkeep, right, Kirby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the
so
barkeep. Oh,
He
I'm so
said-
sorry. I'm so sorry.
He said he was alive whenever Asmodeus was sitting on the throne. So
Oh, what
that
the
may have.
fuck?
He's not. He was a willing servant of Asmodeus, and I think that's probably what gives them more.
This makes sense.
More lucidity, I guess, than the static, twisted souls that are here against their will.
Well, hold on. Wait. Are we reading it backwards, though? Because if he was alive while Asmodeus was essentially in charge,
he died.
then
He died, and he's just
Is what
chilling
you're
here,
saying, right?
waiting for somebody to take the throne again.
Well, for him to be here, he needs to be dead, right?
Yeah.
But if he said he
Yes.
was alive while Asmodeus was... Did he even tell us anything? Did he actually die while Asmodeus was on
He
the
didn't
throne?
mention his
He
death,
said he was
no, just-
alive when the other person was on the throne. I believe.
But the thing, I'm confused here because he said that he's been here for a long time, and when asked while he's not sort of, like the others, the ones that are all fucked up essentially, he again said it was because he's been here for a long time, and then mentioned he was alive while Asmodeus was on the throne. But like, if he was alive while Asmodeus was on the throne, he didn't. I guess you could still. I guess it's not a false statement. I don't know. Am I like reading too much into this?
No, I think Socks is a fucking demon when it comes to conversations like this, and I think you're reading just enough into it.
I'm gonna again take another step closer. I'm going to repeat what the elven woman asked. I sit the throne. What becomes of me? Am I just a vessel, or am I still there?
Yeah, exactly. Listen, I'm just a barkeep, fella. My lord, I, the exact details of what will, you'll rule Kazaf and rebirth his dominion. Get it back to where it's supposed to be. I don't know what it's like out there, but I know it's been a very long time.
Question.
Insight check?
Do we have that
Sure.
fucking book?
Thank you.
Which book?
The book that Casimir had.
Yeah, Pip has it, I believe.
I don't know. Fuck all.
So you have it, but it's in the bag of holding, right?
No, Pip like has it equipped.
So that
essentially.
means it's attuned to you because
Correct.
you're now in Kazath, meaning that you can read it now without it having any adverse effects. Right?
Oh my
DM?
Christ.
Yes, but
Pip has
from my
the demon
understanding,
book.
it's just a spell book. Oh well, actually, no, you're
Read
right.
it.
Because
Read it, yeah.
it says while attuned to the tome, you have advantage on any intelligence check made to recall knowledge about devils or other creatures of the nine hells.
Oh my lord.
Okay.
Oh, that's
So,
Listen, I was a little focused on trying to make sure we
Pip,
don't continue to
that's
grow
okay
horns.
because I completely forgot about the shit existing. So, Pip, can you maybe pop open the book and see if there's anything about the ascension and what might happen in there?
Pip grabs
Well-
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, while they are, going through the book, I want to see if Zaxun can recognize that. The guy had mentioned already taking a different form when
Mhm.
somebody sits the throne. Is there any way that I could try and tell, since he seems to be more in control of himself than a lot of these other things? I want to see if he himself is a sort of lesser devil or demon of the sorts. I don't know how I'd be able to try and do that, but
Yeah, okay.
hmm.
Do you have any abilities or anything that might...
God,
you know what?
I
I will
don't know,
say, using your infernal mark, I will allow you to attempt to sense whether or not he might be something. So go ahead and make me either a... I'll let you do either an insight or a... An insight or a perception check. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll DM you.
What's Chuck doing? Just like looking down at Gabriel, just like looks at Chuck, basically just to see what the hell's going on with him.
I'm just. I'm trying to play into obviously what happened at night. So, and there's really nothing to say otherwise that anyone would probably notice.
Okay.
But Chuck's just gonna be really startled and sort of not to the degree of like verbally quiet, but like a shell, I guess is a good way of putting it. Like he's kind of just there and he's not happy.
as you guys kind of bring out the book, as Zaxxon's kind of glaring at this guy, on one of the tables behind you all, a voice. Well, isn't this cozy? And you kind of turn around and you see Casimir kind of one leg over the other. What a lovely reunion. And we're just going to take a quick 10-minute break just for a minute. And while we can go get a drink and everything and run to the bathroom and things like that before we carry on.
God.
Is he like flesh and bone?
No, he's spectral.
You know, I'm almost
Hawkstua.
tempted to let Zaxxon take the throne just so he can banish Casimir's sarcastic ass to the fucking.
Okay. I'll see you guys in a minute.
Okay. Oh, God.
What the fuck, Ziggy?
What
the fuck?
What?
What the fuck? Honestly, what's going on here?
Listen, I'm just as confused, all right?
You fake ass
Goes-
motherfucker, what the hell?
Goes
What
through
is-
spells, starts looking at things to restrain this motherfucker with.
The one thing I didn't, I prepared so many healing spells and fuck.
I know,
I have
that's
so
why
many
I
things to
haven't.
fix your stupid little
wait.
dragonborn brain. but
Okay, I got one. I got one, so
fuck.
actually I have two.
We didn't get clarification as to what happened to the rest of us. Well, Pip's fingers
No,
sort of
they
grew longer and
deflected.
pointy.
You guys,
Zaxxon's wings got
saved,
stronger.
yeah. As far as like the mental
Yeah, but
thing
the
goes,
thing
you
is,
saved.
Well, there's still progress.
Sure, yeah, that's true.
Like,
I think that just happened because of the power of the place is starting to.
So if I'm not mistaken, everybody's features, grew a little bit regardless, except Inna's, because Inna had a different dream. So Inna is, the horns that she has are still the same, whereas everybody else has, a little bit of a change in what they already had. But as far as the wisdom save goes, everybody saved except Zaxxon, and now he's fucked up.
Yeah, you brought this upon yourself,
Holy
you
fuck.
fucking bozo ass. Good job, idiot.
Damn.
Man,
Chuck's going through
rolled his wisdom saving throw and went, "Can I please fail this, Peepo Shy? Fuck you."
Well, listen,
It's
okay,
so-
I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was curious.
if you think about
I'm
it,
just
Can I
curious.
auto save?
And
Can I
also-
auto fuck
No,
this
wait,
up?
with that laugh right after. Okay.
Yeah,
Fucking
he-
bitch.
he's a lion, bitch. Sorry. Go ahead, Curvy.
it's funny because in that one night, I think we experienced all three outcomes. Somebody willingly going through and not resisting the nightmare, essentially. Someone being given a dream that consists of nothing bad, but nothing extraordinary. And then we passed the fucking saving throws and still experienced a not so good thing, but not the worst thing either. So we've seen the worst, the middle ground, and the best.
We're in the lion's den right now.
That's what I feel. I feel like maybe I'm wondering if the longer that we're here, the more it's going to affect those infernal parts of us. So, like, if it's going to continuously,
Maybe.
feed into that.
I'll be right back.
So
So
it's
I
like
was
the transformation part could be, it could be just a slow ongoing thing that we can't do anything about.
I was gonna focus on. So I forgot that we didn't have any third level spells or anything yet. And with that book that we got, that Pip got, I can use one of my things to swap out current spell with something like Dispel Magic, but
Mhm.
I can't use Dispel Magic yet. So,
Yeah.
no bueno. But Pip does have some other tricks up his sleeve.
Nice. That's what I mean. Like, a lot of it is, and this is just Enna being the overthinker that she is that she's trying to get as much information as possible before any decisions are made.
I wonder if Zaxxon's gonna remember Casimir.
Who are you?
Because I actually don't know.
Who the fuck is this sarcastic dick?
Yeah, we hate him too.
I still have the rings from his mom on my person.
I'm not gonna lie, Pip has so much like utility related equipment. Like I have an amulet that can make me forego rolling a d20 and just default to a 10. I've got a helmet of comprehending languages. The book that we're referencing, which has that benefit. It also has charges I can use. It gives me the ability to cast Dream once a day without using any spell slots. The Ring of Truth Telling, which gives me advantage on insight checks to see if someone's lying. And then the Gambler's fucking Wand.
Hell yeah.
Pip is the fucking loot goblin.
True, real and true. You've been a loot.
The bag of holding.
Since the
Also-
day
He's
one.
OP. He's OP, low-key.
Yeah.
Also known as the fucking Dyson. Sucking up all
And
the
all
arcane
of-
battery.
The Swiffer.
Yeah, exactly.
The quicker, was it quicker picker-upper?
The loot hoover. The loot
The Hoover.
Whatchamacallit? What do I even have? I forgot. I still have the immovable rod, so don't let me forget about that, guys. Wand of magic missiles and my cloak of billowing. So
Hell
I
yeah.
can be melodramatic.
I have the need sword, the cool shield, and the little stone that floats around my head.
Nice.
So how does everyone feel about their new feature? I like mine. I don't know if I want to explain it.
Mine's pretty sick.
Mine's like basically an anime skill. Like,
Oh, mine is.
it's very
Y'all,
on brand for.
y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Oh man.
Mine is,
He
I
really
just
dug
get-
into it.
I get extra angry. that's Zaxxon.
He really leaned into the comment by you, Kirby, of Gabriel's just a fucking was it golden retriever? Gabriel starts slowly taking off his clothes one by one. Eventually, I didn't actually want to say that because I was like, "There's artists watching somewhere," because I don't want that art in my life. I don't want.
So artists.
No, don't read it. Actual.
Don't you delete it. Don't you delete it.
We don't need that in the world, right? And what Gabriel looked like at camp was just so fucking stupid. He's just like sitting there holding his thumbs and his suspenders, just like.
Oh, Gabriel's got the Warhammer now.
Yeah. Yeah.
He doesn't know how to hit people with it. That dude's like 4 years old when it comes to martial weapons.
You could give off like, big burly, lumberjack vibes.
I've seen those TikToks too. Okay,
Wasn't
I know who you're talking about.
it's pretty sad. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's actually really nice. I don't know. It's cool. He's really good at cutting wood. I don't know.
I like when he takes his shirt off.
He
That's
does like the
fucking
one
hilarious.
suspender.
Hey, artists. Gabriel has a 6-pack and a chiseled jawline.
I
Probably a Muir.
I thought he was like this scraggly little fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I
in
thought
a
he was
I
gold
know.
coat.
I thought he was all like sickly and fucked up looking.
Yeah, but
what happened?
it's funny.
Uh-huh.
I like
if there was one word that I would have expected to describe Gabriel, it would be like lanky. Like
Yeah.
That was the original goal. But, whatever. He might die
Borderline
tonight.
hide under his coat. The Slender Man just with a plague doctor mask. Oh, fuck.
Instead, he takes off the mask and it's like
Literally the hottest thing since like sliced bread. Like everybody's like, what? In what world did this happen?
That's
Can I
what,
come
when
back
I
to?
started to read that before, I was like, I was taking a drink from my soda and I was like, I'm sorry, what the fuck is he typing in this chat?
Wait, I want to.
Am I about to get hit with some smut? What is this?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna start writing fucking fan fiction.
Gabriel starts slowly taking off his clothes one by one. I was like,
Looks at
pardon me?
You do something to me, Chuck.
Chuck doesn't hesitate. Fucking dome.
Execution.
Gabriel. Execution style, back of the head.
Oh, you're
I have
so
returned.
aggressive.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine.
You're just talking about fan fiction.
Okay. I'm glad I missed it. I don't know what it was.
Would you like a recap?
Go on then.
You
What
seem
is
to
it?
like to do them at the start. Oh, hell no. Never mind. Skip.
Okay. When you run in the next one shot, Chris?
Huh?
When you run in a one shot for us, D&D one shot.
I just checked
Call-
my watch.
It's called
late.
Chuck's
Sorry about
Nightmare.
Okay, let's get to it.
I can't stop
Okay,
laughing.
okay.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. So,
Gabriel.
Okay,
Yes.
really quick. How far away is the crack, the root and the crack from
You
where we're at
have-
right now?
You have seen roots. Like, there is roots in this building with you.
Oh.
Oh,
You-
sick.
you
All right.
see them.
So while everybody is having this conversation and Pip is starting to crack open the book, I do want to just take a look closer at you said that there were markings and symbols that had grown into
Yes. Yeah.
okay. And I would like to look at those and see if I can figure out what they are or what they say.
Okay. I'll come back to you on that.
Okay.
So, Casimir is now in the room with you all. And he's like, well, you're finally here. In Kazath, the worthy. Look at you all. What's your plan? What's the plan here?
Does Zaxun remember Casimir at all?
No.
I'm gonna ignore him.
Would he? Would he recognize it as the same voice from the nightmare?
I would say that you recognize elements of the voice, yeah. Does Zaxxon recognize elements of the voice as being similar? Sure. Well, you murdered me. That wasn't very nice.
I mean, you weren't very nice.
So what was your plan?
I told you. I was very forthright. I didn't want the throne. I didn't want it. I gave you an
Where were you up?
opportunity.
If you were so forthright, then why didn't you?
Let's let bygones be bygones.
Okay.
I'm just here to see what you will do. I think this is going to be great.
Does he notice that Pip is holding the book?
Yep, and he's seen it, and he's looked at you. You made eye contact.
This guy doesn't give a fuck.
I'm telling you, I just want to cast him to the depths of Avernus.
So Pip is gonna read through the book. I forget exactly what Enna had mentioned to look into.
To see if there was anything about the Ascension. And what would happen.
Pip looks for that in the book.
Okay.
Or maybe if there's something in regards to the purpose of this place.
Okay. Let's do two things. Go ahead and make me a history check with advantage, Pip. And then Enna, while you're looking at the route, you can either make me an investigation or an arcana check.
Holy fucking polar opposites. 2 and 19. Oh.
Thank God.
Okay. Pip, you find a few things. I will say. So you're looking for the Ascension. You would know that whoever's going to sit the throne is gonna... What you do find in the book is the... the print that you found on the back of the map that was hidden on the map that you found in the Lost Vault of Avantir. You find that in the book. The whole, when they have forgotten the taste of my blood, my chosen shall set forth. You know, the blaze of my falling star will burn promises of glory unto the skin of the worthy, and it is they who will be reborn in my image, for only fiendish perfection may sit my throne. So the book goes into a little more detail. Whoever
Can
sits
that be
the throne.
typed out?
Sure.
Thank you.
Whoever sits the throne will be transformed into a dev. Full. No, like, the transformation will be complete. But they will be in control of themselves still.
I was just about to ask that. Okay, so they're not going to be some vessel.
No.
They will retain their sense of self.
Though you also find that that we'll say this is happening simultaneously. So you were reading that part of the book. Enna, you head over to one of these routes and you begin like tracing your reading the runes. And you hear this like buzzing sound from within that kind of gives you an uneasy feeling. The runes themselves are infernal and celestial, and yet you can kind of understand what this is. The mark is assisting you. But as you kind of glance at the route, you close your eyes for a brief second and you're brought back to the crack in the road back from the beginning of the town, back near the gate. And you have a bit of a reflection, seeing that crack in the road. And then you're brought even further back to a week or two prior to a dream you had. Dreams. Specifically when you were sat in a tavern, sat round a table just before your friends lost a bunch of money gambling. You had a dream in which you were stood in a town, a city, just like this one. And you saw ghostly spirits with twisted faces. And you looked up and saw the moon crack. And your eyes started bleeding. That same crack was what you saw in the pave. The cobbles. And as you kind of reach out and sense, you have an innate connection to the living things of this earth of Ankia. This is not a living tree. This tree is undead.
Oh.
And you understand what this tree is. For as you reach, read the runes, this is what has trapped all of the souls in Kazakh. Somehow, the roots of this tree have grown throughout at some point, and the magic within has captured all these unholy or souls to never leave Kazakh. And at the same time, Pip, as she discovers that, you continue reading. And as you read about whoever sits at the throne transforms into a devil, you also read that every single soul in Kazakh will also transform into a devil and be at the beck and call of the Lord of Kazakh. For when the Lord sits the throne, they will no longer be trapped by this tree. The tree is named here as the Tree of the Damned. They will no longer be trapped, and instead to be mortal. It's in italic. Mortal souls under the control of the Lord of Kazakh, and will once again reignite his dominion in Ankir.
So he'll instantly have an infernal army.
And for some reason...
Well, once again, reignite what?
No, sorry, I was talking to myself. I apologize.
The dominion of Kazakh. Which you have heard about before. Which was when Asmodeus sat the throne, he did literally take over this continent, like more than half of this continent, with his armies and everything. And it was he called it the Dominion of Kazakh.
As
Okay.
they're reading, and then as checking the route, I'm gonna walk up to Xanilin.
Mhm.
I'm gonna lean in and say, I'm not sure about these other people, but I wanted to let you know I see you. I hope you intend to be of use.
Of course, my lord.
Hmm.
There's a big smile.
I'm nodding. So that, as you guys were, reading the book and whatnot, I'm whispering that over to him, trying to be very private about it.
I imagine you'll all be making your way to the Hall of Nine.
That
No.
is the hall at the base of the throne.
Aye, it is.
Yes. Yes, that is where we're headed.
As Pip is, to make this easy, as Pip was reading out loud.
Okay.
So that anyone who was around Pip could hear.
Okay.
All right.
And as I discovered what I discovered with the root, I will have taken a few steps back away and relayed the information as well.
What happens to the rest of us?
We turn into devils under his command too.
We must destroy the tree.
And nobody can take the throne.
You'll do no such thing. I thought you
What
were
are
ready
you
to
gonna
sit the
do?
throne.
I already kicked your ass once. What are you going to what?
It's not Casimir saying it. That's
Oh, it's not
Xanon.
Casimir?
No,
So,
Wait, oh.
it's
Am
the
I true?
barkeep.
Oh, I thought I
Hey,
was.
don't take credit for what I
I'm so
did.
sorry. I thought that was Casimir. My apologies. I was talking
No,
shit.
you're okay.
With everybody implying, and even Casimir having sat here, could I try to like remember or try and figure out why they seem to have this familiarity with me?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
Please.
I am going to also just retort to Xanilin, you would do well to keep your mouth shut and remember who you're speaking to.
Oh,
There's
And
there's like a glare, but then a bow immediately afterwards.
that's right.
Zaxxon, you begin to get like glimpses of memories with these people in front of you. Like half of, not full sense memories. Like you'll remember like hearing their voices or like seeing their face or the smell of, Gabriel's cooking one morning or something like that. There's definitely a familiarity that exists, but so you know them. You just don't know how, and you feel like something might have occurred to you that you don't remember. Something's definitely happened, and you don't like that.
Chuck, you might have the right mentality.
Chuck's just gonna exhale and start walking away from the bar. He doesn't know what to do. Chuck just looks lost.
Gabriel follows.
I'm gonna shoot a look towards Annalyn and a nod, and also follow them out of the bar just to see what they're doing.
Let me roll something really quick.
I am going to whisper to Pip, we should probably leave. I don't trust that barkeep.
Zaxxon, Xanilin kind of nods you over towards him.
Okay. So seeing that, I'll stop myself and walk over toward him.
My lord, I can't help but notice you seem a little off. Confused, perhaps. Is something I may do to assist? I don't want the new Lord of Kazath going into nothing unprepared. Or not themselves.
I appear to have gaps in what I can remember. These people claim to know me, but regardless, I suppose it doesn't change much. My intention is the same. Though, if I could be whole, that may help.
I've got just the thing. And he kind of turns around to the shelf and spectrally moving the bottles and reaches back to a false wall and presses in and moves it aside, reaches into a bottle and pulls it out and places it on the table. And you see like this funny looking liquid that's corked but clearly magical. Now, he kind of, he kind of pulls it back towards himself. Just in case, things don't go too great for you, my lord, I would like something.
What would you ask?
I would like a minute of your time.
Hmm.
Literally. I want 1 minute of your life.
You're quite ambitious. What makes you deserving of that, Xanalin?
No such thing as deserving, my lord. It's just a deal. He kind of spins the little bottle on the bar.
And what is this drink?
Make you feel right as rain.
If you are lying to me and I sit that throne, you'll be the first I come and talk to. Do you understand?
Yes, my lord. God.
I'll
This
let you
bottle
know.
for 1 minute of your life.
How far away is this happening from Pip?
I think you guys left, right?
We were kind of
Uh,
making our way out.
Yeah, Gabriel followed Chuck out.
I don't know. Did they walk outside though?
Unsure.
Pip hasn't left.
Pip's
the last
still
thing
just
Pip-
hanging out.
The last thing Pip was doing was reading the book.
I'd say
Um,
probably like 15 feet away. You can probably hear glimpses of conversation, but you're unsure exactly what's going on. You see a bottle on the table and hushed conversation. Definitely something's going on.
A minute is in. I'd have a minute left, or just from the totality.
I just want 1 minute off of your life. It wouldn't make your life 1 minute long. Anything like that.
Inside check.
Sure. Make an
This is the shadiest fucking deal
Make
I've
an
ever
insight
heard
check.
in my entire life.
All right.
Jesus.
difficult to
Okay.
read.
Yeah. All right. Do I recognize the liquid at all?
Make a quick Arcana check.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Bells,
not
bells.
good. Not good at that.
Oh,
I would say you would recognize this as like a potion of like greater restoration.
God.
That would, clear you of any anything that has affected you mentally or physically.
Okay. So it does provide healing should I need it?
It wouldn't
Okay.
provide healing. It
Oh.
would provide
Oh.
this is for like getting rid of effects.
Ah. Okay. I'm going to reach my hand out to shake his hand.
Okay.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
You do shake on it and he slides it over.
Oh,
Pip's
bruh.
Pip's going to approach, and having only heard sort of bits and pieces of the conversation,
Mhm.
Pip's going to inquire as to what's actually going on, especially having seen sort of a transaction between the handshake, the sliding over of the potion or whatever the hell it was, especially given everyone previously turned down the drink provided by